Shri Sai Satcharitra, Chapter 34. Greatness of Udi continued. Doctor's nephew, Dr. Pilley, Shama's sister-in-law, Irani girl, Harda gentleman, and Mumbai lady. This chapter continues the subject Greatness of Udi and describes the cases in which the application of Udi was most efficacious. Doctor's nephew. At Malegaon, Nasik district, there lived a doctor, qualified and degree holder. His nephew suffered from an incurable disease, tubercular bone abscess. The doctor himself and his brothers, the medical practitioners, tried all sort of remedies and even an operation. There was no relief and there was no end to the little boy's suffering. Friends and relations advised the parents of the boy to seek divine aid and recommended them to try Sai Baba, who was known to have cured such incurable diseases by his mere glance. The parents therefore came to Shirdi. They prostrated themselves before Baba, placed the boy before him, and pleaded humbly and respectfully and implored him to save their son. Merciful Baba confronted them, saying, "Those who resort to the masjid shall never suffer anything in this life to the end of time. Be now carefree. Apply Udi on the abscess, and within 1 week he will recover. Believe in God. This is not masjid, but Dwarka Mai. He who step here will soon get health and happiness, and his sufferings will come to an end." The boy was made to sit before Baba, who moved his hand on an affected part and cast his loving glances on him. The patient was pleased, and with the application of Udi, he began to recover and was all right after some days. The parents then left Shirdi with their son, thanking Baba for the cure which was effected by Udi and Baba's gracious looks. After knowing this, the doctor, the uncle of the boy, became wonderstruck and desired to see Baba. While he was on his way to Mumbai for some business, but at Malegaon and Manmad, somebody spoke to him against Baba and poisoned his ears. He therefore dropped the idea of visiting Shirdi and went to Mumbai direct. He wanted to spend rest of his leave at Alibag. But at Mumbai, he heard 3 successive nights a voice saying that, "Still you disbelieve me?" Then the doctor changed his mind and resolved to go to Shirdi. He had to attend in Mumbai to a case of infectious fever which showed no signs of abatement soon. So he thought that his Shirdi trip would be postponed. He, however, proposed a test in his mind and said, "If the patient gets all right today, I start for Shirdi tomorrow." The wonder is that exactly at the time when the determination was undertaken, the fever began to abate and the temperature became normal. Then he went to Shirdi as per his determination, took Baba's darshan and prostrated himself before Baba. Baba gave him such experience that he became his devotee. He stayed there for 4 days and returned home with Baba's Udi and blessings. Within a fortnight, he was transferred on promotion to Bijapur. His nephew's case gave him an opportunity for seeing Baba, and this visit engendered in him a never failing love for the saint's feet. Dr. Pilley. Dr. Pilley was an intimate bhakta of Baba. He was much liked by Baba, who always called him Bhau, brother. Baba talked with him off and on and consulted him in all matters and wanted him always at his side. This Pillai suffered once very badly from guinea worms. He said to Kaka Sahib Dikshit, "The pain is most excruciating and unbearable. I prefer death to it. This pain I know is for repaying past karma, but go to Baba and tell him to stop the pain and transfer the working of my past karma to 10 future births of mine. Mr. Dikshit went to Baba and told him his request. Then Baba, being moved by his request, said to Dikshit, "Tell him to be fearless. Why should he suffer for 10 births? In 10 days, he can work out the sufferings and consequences of his past karma. While I am here to give him temporal and spiritual welfare, why should he pray for a death? Bring him here on somebody's back and let us work and finish his suffering once for all." The doctor was brought in that condition and was seated on Baba's right side, where Fakir Baba always sat. Baba gave him his bolster and said, "Lie calmly here and be at ease. The true remedy is that the result of the past action has to be suffered and got over. Our karma is the cause of our happiness and sorrow. Therefore, put up with whatever comes to you. Allah, God is a soul dispenser and protector. Always think of Him. He will take care of you. Surrender to His feet with body, mind, wealth, and speech. That is completely, and then see what He does." Dr. Pilley said in return that Nana Sahib had put a bandage over the leg, but he found no relief. "Nana is fool," replied Baba. "Take off the bandage, or else you will die. Now a crow will come and peck you, and then you will recover." While this conversation was going on, Abdul, who always cleaned the masjid and trimmed the lamps, turned up. While he was attending to his work of training, his foot accidentally fell upon the stretched leg of Dr. Pillai. The leg was already swollen, and when Abdul's foot fell upon it and pressed it, all the 7 guinea worms were squeezed out at once. The pain was unbearable, and Dr. Pillay bawled out loudly. After some time, he calmed down and began to sing and cry alternatively. Then Pillay inquired when the crow was coming and peeking. Baba said, "Did you not see the crow? He won't come again." Abdul was a crow. "Now go and rest yourself in the vada, and you will be soon all right." By application of the Udi and by taking in the stomach with the water and without taking any other treatment or medicine, the disease was completely cured in 10 days as predicted by Baba. Shama's sister-in-law. Shama's younger brother Bapaji was staying near Savulwell. Once his wife was attacked with bubonic plague. She had high fever and 2 buboes in her groins. Bapaji rushed to Shama at Shirdi and asked him to come and help. Shama was frightened, but according to his custom, he went to Baba, prostrated himself before him, invoked his aid, and requested him to cure the case. He also asked his permission to go to his brother's house. Then Baba said, "Don't go there at this late night. Send her Udi. Why care for the fever and buboes? God is our Father and Master. She will be all right easily. Do not go now, but go there in the morning and return immediately." Shama had full faith in Baba's Udi. It was sent with Babaji. It was applied on the buboes, and some of it was mixed with water and was given to the patient for drinking. No sooner it was taken in, perspiration set in profusely. The fever abated and the patient had a good sleep. Next morning, Babaji was surprised to see his wife all right, refreshed with no fever and buboes. When Shama went there next morning with Baba's permission, he was also surprised to see her at the hearth and preparing tea. On questioning his brother, he learned that Baba's Udi cured her completely in one night. Then Shama realized the significance of Baba's words, that is, go there in the morning and return immediately. After taking tea, Shama returned, and after saluting Baba, he said, "Deva, what is this play of yours? You first raise a storm and make us restless, and then calm it down and comfort us. Baba replied, You see, mysterious is a path of action. Though I do nothing, they hold me responsible for the action which takes place on account of their destiny. I am only their witness. The Lord is the sole doer and inspirer. He is also most merciful. Neither I am God nor Lord. I am His obedient servant and remember Him constantly. He who casts aside his egoism and thanks Him, and he who trusts Him entirely, will have his shackles removed and will obtain liberation. Irani's daughter. Now read the experience of an Irani gentleman. His young daughter got fits every hour. When the convulsion came, she lost her power of speech. Her limbs got shrunk and contracted. She fell down senselessly. No remedy gave her any relief. Some of the friends recommended Baba's Udi to her father and asked him to get it from Kaka Sahib Dikshit at Ville Parle, suburb of Mumbai. Then the Irani gentleman got the Udi and gave it mixed with water to his daughter daily for drinking. In the beginning, the convulsions, which were coming on hourly, came every 7 hours, and after few days, the daughter recovered completely. Harda gentleman. An old gentleman of Harda was suffering from a stone in his bladder. Such stones are generally removed by surgical operations, and people recommend him to undergo one. He was old, weak, lacked strength of mind, and could not think of submitting himself to surgical treatment. His suffering was soon to end in another way. The Inamdar, city officer of that town, happened to meet him and come there at his time. He was a devotee of Baba and had always a stock of Udi with him. On the recommendation of the friend, his son got some Udi from and mixing it with water, gave it to his old father to drink. Within 5 minutes, the Udi was assimilated, the stone was dissolved, and came out through his urine, and old man was soon relieved. Mumbai lady. A woman of the Kshatriya Prabhu caste in Mumbai always suffered terrible pain at her delivery. She was much frightened each time she became pregnant and did not know what to do. Shri Rama Maruti of Kalyan, who was a devotee of Baba, advised her husband to take her to Shirdi for the painless delivery. When she next became pregnant, both husband and wife came to Shirdi, stayed there for some months, and worshipped Baba, and got all the benefits of his company. After some time, the hour of delivery came, and as usual, there was obstruction in the passage from the womb. She began to suffer labor pains, did not know what to do, but began to pray Baba for a relief. In the meantime, some neighboring women turned up and, after invoking Baba's aid, gave her Udi mixture to drink. In 5 minutes, the woman delivered safely and painlessly. The issue was stillborn according to its fate. But the mother, who got rid of the anxiety and pain, thanked Baba for this safe delivery and ever remained grateful to him. Bow to Shri Sai, peace to be all. Shri Sai Pranam.